3 to watch on I want your condom. If it's on YouTube. You saw a very good version because he got herpes. Yeah, version of this and other films. You have to Patreon or check that out. And this part we will talk about I Want Your Condom and review it.
சொதப்பிட்டியா சுப்பு?
இல்லையே.
அப்படியே ஆதரவு மேட்டர் முடிச்சிடலாம்.
அப்ப நான் பையா கிட்டே எடுத்துட்டா?
எனக்கு சுப்பு. ஏன்னா எனக்கும் நான் ரொம்ப பிடிக்கும்.
Did not see that coming. Wow. Badass. Wow. Stupid. I saw it cut earlier. I'm confused. They're together.
Yeah, that's his wife.
That's his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? No, dude!
This makes no sense.
Stupid.
அதனால நீ சப்பை கொண்டுட்டியா? நான் பாத்துக்கிறேன் போ. சிங்க பெருமாளின்னு போட்டு தள்ள பார்த்தான். இப்போ அவன் உயிரோட இல்லை. கஜேந்திரனை போட்டேன், கஜபதி போட்டேன். ஆனா கஸ்தூரி இங்க வரணும் இப்போ. உங்க அப்பா நான் ரொம்ப பிடிக்குமா?
அப்படி இல்ல. ஆனா அவங்க அப்பா
Wasn't his wife.
It wasn't his wife?
No. She knew he was his sex slave, basically.
Got it.
And she was trying to pretend that she didn't have the money.
Okay.
And so she just wanted to get away.
Got it.
அது சபைக்கு மட்டும் தான் தெரியும். அந்த டாக் தான் செத்து போச்சே.
She's got the money.
Yeah, they don't know that.
Yep.
நன்றி அண்ணாச்சி.
ஐயா எப்படிமா இருக்காங்க?
ரொம்ப நல்லா இருக்காரு.
Go to Mumbai and be a heroine.
என்னை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் சப்பையும் ஒரு ஆம்பளை தான். எல்லா ஆம்பளைங்களும் சப்பை தான். The best thing about being a woman is it's a man's world.
Oh, no.
Wow. That was great.
அந்த கால தப்பிச்ச.
She let him think. She didn't know what he was
Yep. She knew exactly what she was doing the whole time.
doing.
Absolutely fabulous.
Yep, no, that's it. What a fantastic movie.
Really.
What a fantastic movie. Done on
Yeah.
what I'm sure is a micro budget.
There are so many reasons to do this. But that's platinum.
Yeah.
That is not just exceptional. There's things about that are really extraordinary.
Yeah.
Really extraordinary.
I agree with you. And I need to watch Super Deluxe again. I obviously really enjoyed Super Deluxe.
I'd revisit it. I would definitely revisit it. Because it was the first year.
Yeah, first year. We also...
Nah, maybe it was year 2.
No, I think it was first year.
Was it first year?
I think it was first year. We weren't as familiar, and so now being familiar with the culture, even though I really enjoyed that film, I would love to watch that with my film club to get everybody's perspective on it. But seeing his first film, there's so many things that were kind of left unanswered in terms of like why certain characters did certain things.
Sure.
I love that. I'm not
Me
saying
too.
like, what the fuck is the smile?
The smile stuff. I love that. That's never explained. I think it is just what you said. I think it is just the animalistic dominance that they did, but it didn't need to be explained.
Yeah.
I love that he just doesn't explain it.
Honestly, I would love to think that it's like this is like a prequel to the Super Deluxe, and they're like the aliens in disguise.
Right. They got the ones doing it. They can't help it. It's the way they reveal that they're aliens.
I would love it. If it's
I would love
something like that. But then like that moment, I loved it in the back of that car, and that guy just stared at him.
Yeah.
Obviously, and then the next scene, I think they alluded to, because he was like bragging about being with a woman, and they were all like, "You don't like women."
Yeah. Clearly.
So but I didn't know if like that look was like he's in love with this guy,
Right?
Or if that guy's just staring, is like,
yeah, like dude.
dude.
Yeah.
We all know.
And we said it throughout. The stuff that really was extraordinary was the attention to so much of the detail on so many shots that on the budget they had. I just was watching. I was asked by SAG-AFTRA Foundation if I would be one of the judges for their short film competition this year. So I just watched 20 short films in the first round, and then there'll be another round of finals.
Okay.
And gotta say, a lot of those are first-time directors.
Yeah.
And of the 20 that I watched, one was exemplary, another one was very good, two other ones were just okay, and the rest were really, really rough. I mean, really rough.
Okay.
But they're learning. They're people who are learning. That's part of the SAG-AFTRA Foundation, and you put in notes as to what you think could be fixed.
Yeah.
So when you see people who are trying to do this for the first time, and they've got very little budget,
Yeah.
you're very forgiving and you understand. When you see somebody direct, like I messaged Christian, who did What Dictators Dream About, and I said, dude, that was your first short film, wasn't it? He said, yeah. I said, dude, please keep going. Because I just watched 20, and you are way above the average.
Yeah.
Dude is
Oh.
way light years ahead of the average director. For that to be a directorial debut is just, it's like LJP territory.
Yeah. It did feel like a early Quentin film.
Yeah, and Scorsese.
Scorsese.
A lot of Scorsese.
Before they got money.
Right.
And Anurag before he got money.
Yep.
And I think all of them would say that is that you make some of your best art when you have constraints, because you have to be so creative.
Honora.
Yeah.
$6 million budget for Honora. That left Sean with very little wiggle room for stuff.
Because you can't be like, we're going to fix it in post, we're going to do CGI, we're going to...
Right.
You, like, I have to, one, keep people engaged. And creative shots is one way to do that.
Yeah.
Interesting music choices is another way to do that.
You bet. Great story.
The cinematography by P.S. Vinod, we've seen
Wonderful.
many times.
Many times.
He's a very well-established cinematographer.
Yeah.
He does a fantastic job in this, which I'm sure was a very small budget film. Not that it was like a no budget. You could tell it had some, but it wasn't like a big budget in the slightest. Not like Super Deluxe.
No,
Super
and the
Deluxe.
editing team, too, did a great job. I mean, a lot of the credit for this goes to not just the DP and the director, but the editors that worked on this with the director did exceptional work. Sound design, the combination of trying to get as much sync sound as you could, kudos to you. You could have just said we're dubbing it all, but you wanted to get stuff on the day. Really applaud you for that. This was 2010, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 15 years ago.
I'm confused. So he did this, and then 9 years passed, he did Super Deluxe, and he has nothing else in the can?
Really?
Okay, he did Modern Love Chennai
On TV.
on TV.
Why the heck?
What the heck? Why isn't he working? Is it just not up to date?
That's wild. IMDb shows nothing after Super Deluxe. Nothing in treatment, pre-production, pitch, nothing. Okay, so it says just as an overview on Google that he's working on something that he wrote.
Yeah.
Maybe he's that guy.
Why
Maybe he's the guy that just is, I'm only going to do it when I want to do it, and it's right, and it's ready, and I'll give you something every 5 to 7 years.
because this was like on Reddit, it says, why does he not make more movies?
Yeah.
And this person said in an interview with BR, he only makes movies he feels
Go for it,
like
man.
it.
Yep. You might get 3 in a year, and then you might not hear from him for a decade because he's just going to make what he wants to make when he wants to make it.
Why make an average film once a year when you can make a masterpiece every 10?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So, but does he tell me he's making another film? It's been a Super
Well,
Deluxe.
it said at the top he's working on something. He's writing and producing something.
That's wild.
Good for him, man. It shows his desire to do this out of a place of genuine motivation and wanting it to be elevative and wanting it to be right. More power to you. It sucks for us as the audience that we don't get to see your stuff more often, but I agree. Make one film every 10 years that's a masterpiece rather than one film a year that's just okay. Hell yeah.
There's official announcement soon. Puz, actor Mani something. His next project will be a acclaimed director.
I want to go back into. I really want to revisit Super Deluxe.
Yeah, I loved Super Deluxe.
I liked it. I really want to go back.
Yeah, I think you'd like it better.
I bet I would like it better the next time.
But I haven't seen it in so long. It's one of those films that I'd love to watch with other people.
I saw it once when we watched it.
That's most films on the channel for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's crazy that he's made 2 films his entire career, and they're both really incredible, really unique. You could see bits and pieces of like Super Deluxe in terms of like style wise. He definitely had way more money.
Loved using a kid.
Yeah. Definitely had way more money for Super Deluxe.
And very similar in that we're watching several stories happen at the same time.
Yeah, it's very Quentin.
Very Quentin in that way. Although Super Deluxe is even more Quentin because if memory serves me correctly, Super Deluxe has a lot more dialogue.
Yes.
A lot more dialogue.
Yeah, I loved it.
Really have no complaints.
I think it was a brilliant film. I think
great casting.
I mean, it sucked that we got bleeped a bunch, but that's not really the film's fault. That's whoever censored it. But even for like, sometimes it wasn't the best quality. You saw that they cared so much in making every shot really nice and kind of interesting to look at. And then music choices was really interesting.
Really interesting.
Like I said, the film was kind of down here in terms of like, it was really small. But then the music choices were all kind of really big.
Pretty big. Yeah.
And it was a nice blend and it worked really well.
Also a great blend and very, very different than, say, Nelson, where you combine comedy with the drama. This stayed pretty grounded, even though it got absurd. Mm-hmm. Everything stayed really grounded.
Yeah, and then he blended like in the action moments, which is a great way to kind of hide your budget constraints.
Yeah,
the editing
so
choices
well shot.
that he
so well
to,
shot.
The shots he decided to go with his DP.
Yep.
But it was super unique that way, and I really, really liked it. And even though like at times you're like, oh, you could tell you probably wanted to do more, but you couldn't. Like when the guy was stomping.
Sure.
You could tell that like you who wasn't actually stomping.
Totally forgiving.
It's fine. But like that's the things that money. It's kind of wild that you just need money to make stuff looks like you're beating people up.
Yeah, but and then
or running.
Last but definitely not least, the twist with it being her.
Yeah,
I did not. You see coming?
No,
absolutely. This is one of my favorite gangster films. Period.
It was really fun.
And it's period. Any gangster film I've ever seen. This is like in my top 20 of my favorite gangster films. I love it.
You could tell some.
And the runtime.
I know. Yeah, it's right. It's under 2 hours.
It's 2 hours.
You could tell Anurag, and I know he likes this movie.
How could he not like this movie?
You
so up his alley.
I don't know if inspiration, but you could definitely tell it's his vibe.
Very much his vibe.
Really unique because they had like a game animation thing there in the middle.
I know. With an alien. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
That's interesting.
So interesting.
I would love to, because I bet when watching in the actual language, there's a lot more you could probably pick up on, like hidden messaging.
Yeah.
God, I would love to think that this and Super Deluxe are kind of intertwined a little bit. I think I watched Super Deluxe. Yeah, I definitely watched Super Deluxe with Steph.
Like in the same universe.
I would love the fact that he's only made 2 goddamn. I know he did a season of Modern Love Chennai, which doesn't seem like his style of a thing.
2 films in 15 years.
I don't know. I don't know how the dude stays like how he has money. He writes, I guess, so like he's done writing for other
projects,
lyrics for something.
Yeah.
He's special thanks writer.
Additional screenplay writing there. It looks like that's his primary source of income is his writing. He also, we don't know, he may have enough money that he's invested and he can just do whatever the hell he wants. So But please, write and direct more, man.
Yeah, I know it.
Wow.
That's wild. And I'll never be able to pronounce your name. Sorry, man.
Yeah, so sorry. We'll call him TK.
TK.
Yeah.
Does he have a nickname, or is it TK? That wouldn't shock me if it's TK.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really, really good. I really, really enjoyed that. It's definitely like a film that you can break down with people.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about each other's favorite parts and what your theories, because there's a lot more there.
Yeah, a lot of things left open-ended.
I loved his shot choices, the moments that he decided to do really unique editing stuff, but other moments he decided to keep it really small and still.
Did that so often.
He blended genres really, really well.
Yep.
So for a directorial
Lighting.
review, and obviously a lot of it was budget constraints. I'm sure they didn't have a lot of lighting equipment, but a lot of this one was really dark.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean you just didn't have any lighting equipment.
No, he chose it. He chose it.
Because you can't just like show up somewhere and be like, all right, I'm going to shoot this. Sometimes you can, but if you need to keep it consistent throughout the film.
You do. And that's why I said it was so great, because if you're using natural lighting, for example, you don't have the budget, you're not going to lug the light around, you don't have grips to set everything up for you, right? So you're going to use natural lighting. That's why I was so impressed. The attention to little things. He does a close-up of the thing sitting on the chair.
Yeah.
And half the chair is in shade, the other half is in light. Then he does a POV where you're looking at both guys with the chair next to him, and the light is exactly the same on the chair. Either they reset in 60 seconds, not likely, or he just knew that and kept it lit a certain way. Maybe they were losing light and they moved it farther down the hall so that they could keep the light on.
Maybe they did them right next to each other.
It's that little attention to detail, caring about things like, okay, the little guy's having problems crying. Most kids will. I want this to be believable. I don't want people distracted. So let's just catch him from behind, because that adds some drama and you can get the idea he's crying without you going, oh, he's not crying. Great. No complaints.
Yeah, it's a movie that'll stick with you for a while, too, I feel like.
No complaints.
I don't. If you like movies, I don't know how you can't like this movie.
Yeah.
This is like a.
This is a cinephile.
This is a cinephile movie.
This is a big, glorious dinner for a cinephile.
Let's see.
So much to watch and enjoy, from the acting to the writing to the technical aspects of it to just everything. It's just a really, really well-made movie.
Somebody says on Letterboxd, Jackie Shroff, every time somebody mildly inconveniences him, and they put the little emoji.
The emojis that yeah.
I love that.
He must have had so much fun with that character.
That's too weird, and there was a carryover with the other guy doing it as well.
Oh, yeah.
That it couldn't have just been Jackie.
No, and when do we first see Jackie? What's he doing? He's brushing those teeth.
That's one of the things I really want to figure out.
So good.
Is it just like this guy's fucking weird, and he's just like, I really want to know the story behind that.
Yeah.
I'm sure there is. That's a weird element of the movie.
I want to know whose idea it was. Did Jackie bring that to the character?
No.
Or was he told that by our writer-director?
Like I said, there's too many instances
TK.
where it's brought up with other characters.
Yeah.
For it to just be a zaddy thing.
You know what I love too? I love just they're walking down, Sapu and the girl are walking down the street, Supa, and I forget the names, and the cart goes by and that kid just waves at him and he waved back. Yeah, that just happened. Wow. That just happened on the day.
This person says, I can't believe this was made by the same director as Super Deluxe. Plot was good. Nothing happened in the first hour straight. All the fun was last 30, 40 minutes. Felt a bit slow and dull.
Oh,
background score was very bad.
Wow.
Hard disagree, my man.
Real hard.
Hard disagree.
You probably liked Amelia Perez. Sorry. What are your favorite films? Boyhood and Amelia Perez. All right.
I would love to have been able to get an uncensored version.
Yeah, it really sucks. That censored version is a pain in the ass.
Yeah. So I don't know. Obviously, I didn't. Some people just send me.
Well, that's the thing. We can, but it wouldn't have subs, probably.
Probably not.
Yeah. Yeah, I would love to have an unadulterated version with clean subs.
I don't understand why, if on a streaming service or on whatever, like if you buy a movie, why it would ever be subbed. I vaguely...
You mean censored?
Yeah, I vaguely understand why you would censor it in a movie theater.
Vaguely.
I don't really, but that I understand more. But if, like, I buy a film, why are you censoring the version that I want to see? It's me. I bought this. I want it. So why would you censor it? Like, I don't really, but I more understand than not the movie theater censoring, because I guess there's more people and that you don't know if they want it. But if, like, I pick it, or it makes no sense to me. But also, the selective censorship of this is super strange. So whoever did it, like, they had no consistency.
No.
With what they censored and what they... Sometimes they censored sometimes they didn't censor fuck. Sometimes they censored sometimes they didn't censor cunt. I don't... Sometimes they censored the blood. Sometimes they didn't censor the blood.
Makes no sense.
You should be fired. Because you did not censor it enough, and now I'm corrupted because of you. Thanks a lot.
Just rate films and leave them alone. Let the director have the vision they want to have and give it a rating so that audiences get an idea. This is for adults. This is for kids.
This has profanity.
This is profane.
Has blood.
Right. If you don't like violence, you may not like this. If you don't like to see sex, you may not like this. Just give a little.
Ratings
That's
are
what
great.
The ratings are great.
Trigger warnings.
Yeah.
Totally fine with all that, because not everybody likes everything. I get that.
Yeah, give a grading that says graphic, bloody violence, harsh language. So people know
like,
going in.
Oh, I don't want to see that. I won't see this movie.
Right, but don't
totally fine.
Don't tell other people they can't watch it.
Yeah. Anyways, a fantastic piece of cinema.
Yeah,
fantastic piece of cinema. Hope you guys enjoyed the watch along. You can let us know what you think about the movie, if you liked, if you didn't like, what your theories on it are.
Mm-hmm.
And let us know about his upcoming project. Hopefully he has one.
Anybody working with him, let us know where we are on the project, or if he would like to come talk to us. We'd be really happy about that.
If you need some white people.
Yep. We'd love to work with you.
I don't think it was Zaddy's voice, by the way.
You can kill us off.
I think it was somebody's.
Yeah, but he had a lot of dialogue and he was speaking it, and the accent probably was off, but he was speaking it.
Yeah,
he was speaking Tamil.
The acting was definitely on point. He did a
on
great
point.
Everybody
He's always good.
I thought everybody did.
Yeah,
a really
whole cast was great.
You guys let us know. Which we are next Tamil watch along. Not for this guy because he doesn't have anything else.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, I guess Modern Love Chennai. I mean, there's that.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem like something that of like a genre that I would think he would be in. But you guys let us know. And anything else we need to know down below.